Hey guys, it's your boy, Holistic Elf Harry, and I want to recount a story of my life and share with you the lessons I learned dating an Orthodox Christian and how that affected how I thought and felt at the time. And actually, because I was so in love with her, it messed with my head. And I'm an open-minded life past six, so I just want to love everybody. But also, I thought there was a truth there for me, and I got lost. I got lost in my last relationship. Um, I needed to get lost to find myself. I went from Christ consciousness before to Christian and generally trying to do an Orthodox Christian, mainstream Christian identity, which is one of separation, the Jesus outside of myself, and not realizing that if you always maintain Jesus is outside of yourself, you won't ever surrender and do that deep trauma work of separation till you get unification and surrender. Because, like the famous, correct Eckhart Tolle says, great teacher on awareness, there's many, he's great. Jesus lies in the present moment. God lies in the present moment. Jesus lies in the present moment. Surrender. So the funny story was we had many arguments. It was spiritual warfare with my ex for the first few weeks, and then I kind of tried to stay silent, but sometimes got triggered, but mainly stayed silent and generally tried to learn. And my brain got confused with the Christian version of Jesus, and we had arguments from the beginning, but towards the end it got crazy. And somewhere in the middle, um, one argument I want to share with you, I remember where I was carrying a few books, very few, but one of them was the Eckhart Tolle Power of Now. And after the first few weeks, I didn't bring up this book, but I also didn't chuck it away. I didn't read it because I was trying Christianity generally, and I didn't chuck it away. And I knew all the time I was with my ex, I knew some part of me knew it was the truth, but I was really getting swayed and brainwashed. Brainwashed because Orthodox Christianity does not have the truth for you. It's very respectful. It can make you powerful. It doesn't have the truth. But anyway, during one of our arguments, when my ex got angry with me, and she opened this book up in the argument. It was like a mother telling off her child. This is the vibe. And she was very angry. And she opened this book up, Power of Now, to a random page because she used to own this book. And when she got rid of her new age, she chucked all her books, including this one. So she thinks this entire book is bullshit. And she opened up this page and read it out loud to criticize it and critique it. Looking back at it now and rereading it, it's all true. So it says in this book, page 104, Eckhart Tolle, don't get attached to any one word. You can substitute Christ for presence if that is more meaningful to you. Christ is your God essence, or the self, as it's sometimes called in the East. The only difference between Christ and presence is that Christ refers to your indwelling divinity, regardless of whether you are conscious or not, whereas presence means your awakened divinity of God essence. Many misunderstandings and false beliefs about Christ will clear if you realize that there is no past or future in Christ. To say that Christ was or will be is a contradiction in terms. Jesus was. He was a man who lived 2,000 years ago and realized divine presence, his true nature. And so he said, before Abraham was, I am. He did not say, I already existed before Abraham was born. That would have meant that he was still within the dimension of time and form identity. The words I am used in a sentence that start in the past tense indicate a radical shift, a discontinuity to the temporal dimension. It is a Zen-like statement of great profundity. Jesus attempted to convey directly, not through discursive thought, the meaning of presence, of self-realization. He had gone beyond the consciousness dimension governed by time into the realm of timeless. She read that bit and said, "This is demonic. This is blasphemy. This is satanic, demonic, incorrect." And then she was angry. She chucked the book on the floor and stamped on it after reading that passage and criticizing it. And those are the kind of references that I needed to see, and I guess her, for our soul journeys and for our life reviews, because if someone maintains that as an Orthodox Christian, they're going to realize on their life review they were very wrong. They're also going to see how they made me feel, but I was just blown away because how could someone be so passionate about something so wrong? This is mainstream Christians, most of them. There's some good Christians out there, kind ones, But when you tap into their real beliefs, they're about separation, and you can only be saved by Jesus. And if you're a person born in India and South Africa who doesn't know about the Bible, you are going to hell. And even though you're a very conscious person doing the healing work with them, or you're doing your healing work, if you don't believe in Jesus like Christian version, you're not saved. Blame, blame, blame Christianity, control of Christianity, blame Apostle Paul, who's written a load of bullshit and was a liar, in my opinion. He made up his Jesus vision, and he's a narcissist in the truest sense, and blame the Old Testament God. But do not blame Jesus, because Jesus was talking about the indwelling spirit of presence. Jesus is in the present moment, the power of the kingdom within you. And it's great to read the Gospel of Thomas, Peter, and Mary too, along with ignoring all of Paul's work and the satanic Old Testament God of Sodom and Gomorrah. Peace. How do I stop this?